So students, we are learning from the last two chapters, the new chapter, that is the chapter number 10, halogen derivative. Now this is very important chapter because on the basis of this chapter, all the other chapters, next chapters of this section depends. If you understand this very well, then you can write down confidently the answer because the organic chemistry is easy to understand but difficult to write down the question. If there will be any mistake in the bonding or in the nomenclature, there will be 0 marks. This is as that of the mathematics. So draw the structure always very correctly, then and then you have the marks, and write down the IUPAC name also very correctly, then and then there will be full mark. If you write down some mistake while writing the IUPAC name, if there is the you change the name in place of alkene as alkane, still you have 0 mark. Remember that. This is very difficult to write down but very easy to understand. This is very difficult, that is the topic of the chemistry, so pay attention here on the blackboard. Now we are learning some of the halogen derivatives, their classification, but remember that in the detail we have to study only the alkyl halide, but in the classification there are different halogen derivatives. Now this is the next type, that is the allylic halide. What is meant by allyl? Allyl means always the halogen is attached to such carbon which is bonded to the next carbon containing the double bond. Remember that. In 11th standard, I taught you about the vinyl halide. That is very simple. Here also the vinyl halide. In vinyl halide, what is there in vinyl halide? Directly the halogen is attached to such carbon which is bonded to the double bond. But what is in allylic halide? This is slightly different than the vinyl halide. Remember that in vinyl halide, the halogen is attached to such carbon which is bonded to the next carbon which have the double bond. Remember that this is very different. Vinylic halide and that is the allylic halide. Now in allylic halide, see here, in allylic halide, halogen atom is bonded to the sp3 hybridized carbon. Why sp3? Because see here, this is the sp3. This is the sp3 hybridized carbon. Why it is sp3 hybridized? Because all the bonds are single bonds. See here, this hydrogen is there, 2 hydrogen atom. One is here, suppose one is here. That means all are the single bond. If such carbon is there, where around that carbon all are single bonds, then such carbon is called as the sp3 hybridized carbon. Remember that. What is sp3 hybridized carbon? The carbon containing all the 4 bonds around it, single bonds. That is the sp3. Remember. Now here what is there? In allylic halide, halogen atom is bonded to sp3 hybridized. See here, this X means halogen. It is attached to the sp3 hybridized carbon, and next to a carbon double bond. Now see, the halogen is attached to the sp3 hybridized carbon, and next to it is the carbon double bond. Such type of situation is the allylic situation, and such type of halogen derivative is called as the allylic halide. Remember that. Now here also see here, this is the aromatic or arene, that is the halogen derivative. Now here this is the cyclohexene, not benzene. What is this? Only one double bond is there, so it is the cyclohexene. What is there in the only cyclohexene will there? All the carbons are the sp3 hybridized. But here see this carbon. This carbon is sp3 hybridized. What? Why? See, this is the one bond, second bond, third. Where is the fourth bond? There is hydrogen always there. We know that, but we do not show that. Remember, if such type of, that is Now what is this means? What is the molecular formula of this? C6H12. That means there are two hydrogen atoms on every carbon because there is no double bond. But what is in benzene? The molecular formula of benzene is only C6H6. Why? Because there are the alternate single and double bond. So every carbon have only one hydrogen atom in benzene. But what is in cyclohexane? All carbon contain the two hydrogen atom. So as there is no any double bond around this carbon, so it is the sp3 hybridized carbon. See why this is allylic again. Okay, this is sp3 hybridized, and next to that there is the carbon-carbon double. So this and this both are the allylic halides. Remember that. Now for example, now for example, see here. This is the example of allyl bromide. Why allyl bromide? Because the halogen is attached to such carbon which is sp3 hybridized, and the next to it there is the carbon-carbon double bond. So this is the common name. Allyl halide or allyl, here if there is chlorine, allyl chloride, iodine, allyl iodide. But IUPAC nomenclature, remember here, one is the most important thing is that always number from that carbon where the double bond is there and not the halogen. This is very important rule. Now what will we do if all are the single bonded carbon atoms and if halogen is attached? Then we number such carbon from that carbon from which halogen is near. Okay, in case of all the singly bonded, that is the carbon atoms. Suppose that is the alkyl. In alkyl halide, we always number the from that carbon where halogen is near. But if there is such allylic halide or allylic halogen derivative, then remember in mind that we should have to write down the numbering from such carbon where double bond is near and not from that of the halogen. Remember that. So the IUPAC name of this allyl bromide is 3-bromopropene. Why? Because I number from this first 1, 2, 3. On the third carbon there is the bromine, and as it is the propene because there is the carbon-carbon double bond. So ENE. If you do while writing the nomenclature of this compound here as 3-bromopropane, you got 0 marks. Remember that. Here propene must be there because there is the carbon-carbon double bond. This is the IUPAC name, and IUPAC nomenclature is very important than the common name system. Remember that. Now this is also see here. So always a number from that of this double bonded carbon. Suppose this is the first carbon, this is second. We do not go in this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Suppose there is the double bond and halogen is there, then always number in such a way that while numbering double bond we must consider, but this halogen containing carbon also have the lowest number, not highest. That means see here, if we go in this way 1, 2, 3, here is the third number. But if we go in this way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there will be 6 number. That is not correct. Always give the numbering from that carbon which have the double bond, but the halogen must have the lowest number. Such type of system is the correct system. So I give the numbering as 1, 2, 3, and here is the halogen. Suppose here is the bromine again. Okay. Suppose this is generally I show. Now this is the example. So the name of this is what? 3-bromo, and as it is cyclohexene. Cyclo why? It is not in a straight line as that of the hexene only. There is the ring. So 3-bromocyclohexene is the correct IUPAC nomenclature of this compound. Remember that. Now this is about student allylic halides. In the last lecture we learned the alkyl halide. Okay. Now this is the second one. I do not give here numbering, but this is second one. Now we are going to learn the third type of the halogen derivative, which is slightly different from that of the haloalkanes. Now in classification we learn all these in we learned, but in detail we have to learn only the alkyl halide, that is the monohalogen derivative. Now this benzylic halide, as the name suggests, there is the benzene ring. Okay. Now in benzylic halides, what are there? See here, in benzylic halides, halogen atom is bonded to a sp3 hybridized carbon. Here also sp3. Then you think, madam, in benzene there is no sp3 hybridized carbon because there are the alternate single and double bond. There is no chance for the sp3 hybrid carbon. But the halogen is not directly attached to the ring carbon. It is attached to the such carbon which is outside that of the ring. And that carbon is the sp3 hybridized carbon. See here, in benzylic halide, halogen atom is bonded to the sp3 hybridized carbon atom, which is further bonded to aromatic ring. What is this means? Further bonded to aromatic ring means, see the examples now. Now this is the aromatic ring. Now see here students, all the carbon atoms are only sp2 hybridized. We understand this in the 11 in the chapter, that is the structure of or hybridization. We learned that if there is carbon-carbon double bond, such carbons are sp2 hybridized. Now all these 6 carbons, see here, double bond, double bond, double bond, these are the sp2. But we have to attach the halogens to the sp3 hybridized carbon. Now this benzene ring is attached to such carbon. Now here this carbon have all the single bond. Now these 2 hydrogens will be there in this way. So it is the sp3 hybridized carbon, and to that carbon the halogen is attached. Now such type of situation is there, then such halogen derivatives are called as the benzylic halides. Remember that. So what is the definition? In benzylic halide, halogen atom is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon atom, which is further bonded to the aromatic ring. Such type of halogen derivatives are called as the benzylic halides. Now for example, this is the general that is the formula of the benzylic halide. Now this is the example. Write down the common name as benzyl bromide, but the IUPAC name is different. Now this benzene ring is considered as the phenyl ring. What is phenyl? Remember what is benzene and what is phenyl. That is very important. If this type of ring will be there, suppose this type of ring will be there, this is definitely benzene ring. But if one of the hydrogen of this benzene ring is replaced from any carbon atom, we know that in the benzene ring there are the 6 carbon and 6 hydrogen. If one hydrogen is replaced, how many hydrogen will be there now? 5. Then C6H5 is the phenyl and C6H6 is the benzene. Remember that, that is very important. Now as I show here bond, that means what is there? Here hydrogen is not now, and to that bond another carbon or any atom will be there. Such, that is the grouping, is called as the phenyl. So as here it is the methane. See here, this is, suppose CH4 is the methane, and to that methane I join or replace one hydrogen and join any halogen, and again on replacing the hydrogen I join the benzene ring there. Suppose in this way will be there. Suppose this is the benzene ring, I join to that methane which contain the 4 hydrogen atoms and one of the halogen is there. See, such type of. What I do here, methane is the parent alkane. To that methane I replace 2 hydrogen atoms, and on the place of that hydrogen atom I attached 1 halogen and 1 phenyl. Now what is the IUPAC name there? As in ABCD, alphabetically B comes first and then P. So the name is bromophenyl methane. If there will be that is the, suppose I will be there, but iodine will be there, but I also comes then the P. So it is the iodophenyl, that is methane, or chlorine, then chlorophenyl methane. all the halogens are having the alphabetically their first, that is the letter is always first. So in this the name is bromophenylmethane. We can also write down the name as 1-bromo 1-phenylmethane. But as 1 is only there, so I do not write that number. But see the next, this, in this example, you will be clearly that understand. Now see, this is the benzylic halide. Do you then you have understand that this is the benzylic halide because this carbon is the sp3 hybridized carbon, all single bonds are there, and to that is the benzene ring is attached. So it is the benzylic halide. You must remember if it is benzylic halide or it is allylic halide or it is alkyl halide, that you must remember. Now see here, this is the benzylic halide, but to that carbon of that benzylic halide, one is that halogen and one is the benzene ring is again there, phenyl ring. Now always give the numbering in such a way that there is the straight chain of carbon atom containing maximum number of the carbons. So I give, you may give in this way also 1, 2, 3 because from both sides similar condition is there. So I give the numbering as 1, 2, 3. Now this second carbon have one of the bromine and one of the phenyl. So the what is the IUPAC name here? See here, both are attached to the second carbon. So 2-bromo, 2 phenyl, and into the chain there are the 3 carbon. So it is the propane because all are single bonded carbon. So in this way you must write down the IUPAC name, which is very important. Always in the examination IUPAC names are asked in JEE, CET or any entrance or in the board examination also they ask the IUPAC name. So you must be master into that. So after this topic we'll see the so many that is the halogen derivatives, common name as well as IUPAC name. Now let us learn the next type, that is the fourth type. Now this is the vinylic halide. This is very simple, and in the 11th standard we will learn the vinylic. If carbon-carbon double bond is there and directly any group will be attached, suppose we will learn the vinyl alcohol, CH2 double bond CHOH will be there, that is the vinyl alcohol. In the similar manner, here is the vinyl halides. Now what is vinyl halides? In vinyl halides, halogen atom is bonded to sp2 hybridized now, not sp3. In both these cases, there is that halogen atom is attached to the sp3 carbon atom. But here, halogen atom is bonded to the sp2 hybridized carbon atom. That means carbon-carbon double bonded carbon atom, doubly bonded carbon atom. So, in vinylic halide, halogen atom is bonded to sp2 hybridized carbon of the aliphatic chain. What is meant by aliphatic? Aliphatic means open chain. There is no that is the ring in aliphatic hydrocarbon. In 11th standard we learned that. There are the two main types of hydrocarbon. Aliphatic open chain carbon atoms and aromatic or closed chain. We know that. So here vinylic halides, halogen atom is bonded to sp2 hybridized carbon atom of the aliphatic chain, and vinyl halide is also the another name of this vinyl halide. As alkyl halide have haloalkyl. The IUPAC name of alkyl halide is what? Haloalkane, because there are all the carbon-carbon single bond. We learned that. Haloalkane means alkyl halide because one of the hydrogen replaced, that becomes alkyl group, R group, and to that we attach the halogen. Okay, that is the alkyl halide. We learned in the last lecture. Now, as there is this halogen is attached directly to the carbon-carbon doubly bonded carbon, so it is the haloalkene, the another name. But vinyl halide is the also the name of that of the haloalkene. Now, for example, now this is the ethene. We know that ethene CH2 double bond CH2 because in alkene there are only double number of hydrogen atom. Okay, of that of carbon atom. So CH2 double bond CH2 will be there. I replace one hydrogen and attach to that of the halogen. So it becomes haloalkene. And the best example is CH2 double bond CHBr. As the name is vinyl halide, so commonly it is called as the vinyl bromide. Halogen is bromine, so vinyl bromide. Sometimes suppose here is iodine, vinyl iodide, chlorine, vinyl chloride. But the the IUPAC name is always given or the numbering during writing. The IUPAC name, the numbering must be given from that carbon which have the carbon-carbon double bond first is there. So here is yes, carbon-carbon double bond and halogen is also, they always give the numbering from such carbon. There must be carbon-carbon double bond, but halogen is nearer to that. Suppose I give here number 1 and here 2. Halogen comes on the second carbon. That is not correct. Because we can write down here also double bond to that carbon. And here halogen is also nearer. So number from such carbon, definitely it will be double bond. But halogen must be near to this. So I write down here 1 and here 2. And therefore the name is 1-bromoethene, not the 2-bromoethene. It is the 1-bromo. Suppose take the another example. Suppose here I write down and you may give the answer. Now suppose such type of situation is there. Sorry. Because always write down the halogen attached to such carbon containing directly to the double bond. Okay. Now such type of situation is there. Then from which side we number? We have to number. From which side? From left or right? Definitely right, because here double bond is also there and bromine. Though here is double bond, but here is not halogen. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is the dialkene. 2 bonds are there, double bond. So the name of this is the 1-bromo. Again, how write down? 1-bromo, 1, 3. 1 and 3 carbon atom have the double bond. See here. So 1, 3 di, and what is this 1, 2, 3, 4? Butene or but 2 1, 3 diene in such way. Now how? Nowadays it is given as the name but 1, 3 diene. I speak some words in Marathi. पूर्वी ते पहिले नाव दिलं होतं ना तसं नाव द्यायचे, पण आता काय करावं लागतं, ब्यूट असं लिहायचं, पूर्ण ब्यूटीन नाही लिहायचं, डायब्यूटीन ब्यूट लिहायचं, मध्ये नंबर टाकायचे आणि मग डायने असं लावायचं. Such type of nomenclature you must practice this IUPAC nomenclature from different texts, books such as you can take the that is the digester, so there is the so many practice for that is the IUPAC nomenclature, or you may take the problem book also, or in the JEE and that is the NEET, that is the so many Prakashan books will be there, you may have, such as for chemistry always use Arihant Prakashan, Dinesh Prakashan, and again the Vidya Bharati Prakashan. These 3 are sufficient for chemistry, but Dinesh Prakashan is also very good, that is the for the practice is the JEE, such type of question will be there. Now you collect all these books towards yourself, to your parents you directly say that in this year I will not take any dress or any makeup, that is the items, but I want that all that text which our madam tells us, and then you success in your career, and this is your career year. If you drop this as that of the sand from the hand, there will be no anything and there will be only tears in the eyes. So this is very important for that. Now student, if you understand this video, you can like, subscribe and share this video to the another student, so that they also get advantage for this their writing the questions in their any type of entrance examination. Thank you. You may take the screenshot and write down.